Hey, my friend. Welcome back. Or if you're new here, hi, my name is Callie Elizabeth. I am currently working on my debut high fantasy novel. I just could not even not be outside today because it's just too beautiful. It's super windy. It's a little bit chilly. I mean, the colors alone. I don't know if you can see the sky too, but man, how gorge. Okay. So yeah, we're changing up a little bit today. I don't have my laptop that I normally work on, so we're going to be on the iPad today, but that's okay. I've worked on my book a little bit. I'm not sure what word count I'm at. I didn't check before I got here as usual. So I will put that number here. I'll probably be working on the scene play today, or a scene play today, I should say. I did think of another chapter that I could add toward the beginning, like Act 1, Part 2 situation. So it's going to be like kind of right, not too long before the midpoint. And the midpoint is a doozy. It's a doozy. So we're kind of setting some things up in this chapter. It is going to be from our villain FMC's perspective. My husband and I have been sharing a laptop for basically since 2021. So a long time. We've been sharing a laptop, aka mostly me. I mostly steal his laptop because most of my work is done on that laptop, and he does have a secondary computer that he can use. So I mostly use the laptop for myself. He's so gracious and he lets me use it all the time. So thank you, Hubs. But I finally switched over and I have my own computer now. So I have a desktop computer, so I'm not able to travel with it, obviously. I just switched to a Mac Mini. It's pretty great. And I still have my gigantic screen that I love, and I'm just obsessed with it, you guys. I mainly got it for photo editing. I get real up close and personal to all the photos to fix little odds and ends and things. I think people would get a little nervous with how up close and personal I have to get sometimes to their photos. But we fix them. They're good. I haven't really had too many complaints, so I'm grateful for that. So I am using my hubby's iPad. So hubby has all of the fun toys, and I get to reap the benefits of all the fun toys. I ain't even holding my microphone. I'm not even holding my microphone. Anyways, hopefully that sound was okay. But anyways, yeah, so we're just going to do the iPad today. Going to hang out on a gorgeous day. I just love it. It's just too pretty. It's just too pretty to be out here. It's just too pretty to not be out here. So we're going to write for a little bit. We'll do a little bit. But life right now is still a little bit up in the air. I think we finally have a little bit of direction now, because we were just kind of coasting there for a little bit. But now we have another goal that we can work toward now. I know in my last video, I was asking for prayers and different things. And a couple of videos I was asking for prayers on some stuff. Well, none of that other stuff that I was talking about panned out. So, which is fine. It's okay. That just means God has something better for us, right? That's right. So we are just doing what the Lord's telling us to do. And we are pursuing another work avenue right now. And I'm very, very proud of hubby. He doesn't let the no's or the rejections or whatever's get him down. He is a fighter, and he is very strong, and he is full of determination. So I'm so grateful to him for working so hard to provide for us and for our family. Little shout out, Hubs. Thanks, Hub. Love you. Next weekend, we're celebrating my birthday a little bit early. Because, 9.5 times out of 10, honestly, I end up having a wedding to photograph on or very close to my birthday or my birthday weekend. So we're going to do it a little bit earlier. and my family's getting together, and we're just gonna hang out and just have some good quality time. And I get to play with my nephew. It's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited. I don't nearly get to see everyone like I want to, so I'm always so grateful whenever I get to see my family and get to hang out, good quality time, Y'all, we getting close to the end of the first draft. I'm just like, I've been kind of teetering back and forth on like, okay, I'm ready to get draft 1 finished so I can go and change a bunch of stuff. I have so many things that I want to change or I want to add, and I'm just like, I don't want to do it in this one because I would have to restructure a whole bunch of things, and I don't want to linger on the first draft for too long. So I'm just going to continue on. And of course, I've made several notes. It's all marked up. My first draft is very colorful with things that I'll go back and change later, or I'll add it in, or, oh, this whole section needs a rework, or this whole chapter needs a rework, because I know for sure one of my chapters, I want to change the POV. So it's going to be in the same room as I've written it already, but I'm going to change perspectives because I think I can make it a little stronger if I change the perspective to another one of the main characters. Yeah, because right now it's currently written from our FMC, so our female main character, and I think I'm going to switch it to the MMC, so the male main character. Yeah, I just think because it's a very important, the chapter is a very important roundtable meeting, so to say, between some kingdoms and some other situations are happening. So I just think that it'll be stronger if I change that. But I'm not going to change that until the next draft because I don't want to have to backtrack. I really, really, really don't want to backtrack. So we're going to keep moving forward. I may not reach my full 80 goal, but we'll see. Because I think right now I have like 3 chapters left that I'm working on. I did start on one of them. So I guess two and a half chapters left that I have in my head that I'm going to write. We did end up, right now, we're sitting at 33 chapters. I may add 1 or 2 more. We'll see. But as it sits, we are at 33. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I did have some like very gigantic chapters. Like they were close to 4,000 words for one chapter. I was like, that's a little much. It's a little too big. Or like 3,600. That's a lot. That would be a lot of pages. And I know Braveheart. I don't know if you're like me, but I feel like I read more if the chapters are shorter. Because, it's all up here. It's all psychological. You feel like you can get more accomplished. You feel like you can get more done because it's like a tiny goal that you're trying to meet. You're like, oh, okay, 1 more chapter. Well, the chapters are short. Okay, well, that really wasn't that big of a chapter. Let me do 1 more chapter. And then you can get even farther. Yes, I know it's psychological, but it works, man. It works. So I'm trying to keep them on the shorter side, if I can help it. There's some chapters where I feel like they kind of need to be together. So those are a little bit bigger, like they're closer to the 3,000 mark, which is fine. Like I feel like 3,200 might be my max as far as length goes for a chapter. So yeah, so I'm trying to keep that in mind as well. Yeah, I did split 2 or 3 chapters up already. And of course, later on, I'll go back and I'll split or add whatever I need to add or change whatever I need to change. Our girl that we're writing in today, our villain FMC, what she's going to be doing, I'm thinking, because she's very into like herbology and stuff like that. We do have a little bit of magic, but it's going to make sense later on why. I'm not a witchcraft person. I'm not into that at all, and I don't condone it. I'm not into that. I'm not doing it. There's no spoken spells in here at all, but everything will be made clear later on. She is working on a serum that is going to be able to disguise her, if that makes sense. So she's going to be gathering different elements from their kingdom, and she's going to be trying to work on this mixture, as well as trying to keep it under wraps from her mother, which is super overbearing. She feels like she's trapped and she's in a cage and she just wants to break free. She's trying her best to kind of plan some things out to where maybe she can finally be able to get her freedom, because she's been stuck and she's basically at the will of her mother. She can't leave. She can't leave the kingdom without her mother's say so, without her okay, because her mother is the only one that has the key to the portal to be able to leave that place. Other things happen as well where there's barriers put in place, not even just the portal barrier. She can't leave. Let's just say that. There's barriers where she's not able to leave the kingdom. She's all the time trying to figure out how to get out from underneath her mom's thumb, basically. It's been developing quite a bit. So many things have changed. Like since this first came into my head, boy, the things that have happened is crazy. I mean, it's changing for the better, I believe. At least I hope. I don't want to take for granted, because you only get your first draft of your first book once. This is the start of everything. This is the start of it all. So I'm trying not to rush the process either. Like, I want to enjoy it. I want to just soak it all in. You only get it once. You only get it one time. Y'all, I just smushed something on my back. Gross. What was that? Hope I can get that out of my sweater. Oh, gross. And I'm not at my house, so sorry. We're gonna have a big old stain on my back for now. Ew. I don't know what that was, but it was big and it was gross. Okay, moving on. So anyways, we're just gonna write, and we'll see how far we can get. Let's do it. Yeah, so whatever that was, pretty sure it was some rust that had dripped down from the logs holding the swing up. I was a little distracted at this point because I'm like, this is one of my favorite sweaters and I did not want it to ruin. So I wrote outside here for about 45 minutes. And then I was like, I've got to get back to my house and treat my sweater. So that's what I did. Good news, the rust stain came out. Thank you, Lord. I soaked it in some OxyClean and washed it immediately. So I think I saved it. I did end up writing a lot longer at my house. And of course, I had all my snacks and my coffees and stuff set up, and I had my little iPad. So I was able to get more focused in the zone here, and I wasn't worried about my sweater anymore. So that was helpful to get back in the zone. I ended up writing about 1,298 words, I believe, this day. I did have a whole lot of fun with this scene. The inspiration struck basically as soon as I got home and got my sweater tended to. I was really able to plug in and get in the zone and really write this scene play out. I was quite delayed getting this video out, so this is a later voiceover. My birthday party was amazing. I had such a great time with my family, and whenever you're watching this, I am extremely close to finishing my first draft ever. So be watching out for that in a future video. Always remember, Jesus loves you. Bye!